Hi friends, welcome to the channel Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles. Ashish here, and today I will be covering a classic Sudoku on our channel. Now this Sudoku is constructed by Shye, and I really thank the author for giving me an opportunity to cover a video on our channel. This is one of the trickiest Sudoku I have ever seen in classics. Real and amazing solve path. To be frank, I couldn't solve this Sudoku myself. I had to take the help of the author to look for the intended solve path. So I would highly recommend you to try this Sudoku yourself. I will add the link in the description below. Try it yourself, see what logic you might find in this Sudoku, and let me know in the comments below if you could solve this Sudoku by the intended solve path or not. So before going to the Sudoku, I would highly recommend you to please subscribe to the channel Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles if you haven't done so. It will really motivate us to cover videos on regular basis, and if at all you have a request for any Sudoku variant or a puzzle genre, do let us know in the comment below and we will surely make a video on it. And now coming back to this Sudoku, so I will start the puzzle here. So the name of this Sudoku is Claw. So let's see. Classic Sudoku rules apply. You need to place digits from 1 to 9 in each row, each column, and 3 into 3 box without repetition, right? So with that, let's start solving this Sudoku. So I will just go with the basic of classic Sudokus for now. What are the basics? I will just add here pencil marks of 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I have a 1, 2, 3, 9 here, and 1, 2, 3, 8 here, right? So this is not an 8, this is not an 8, this is not a 3, and same way this is not a 9, neither is this a 9, this is not a 3, right? Okay, sorry, this is not 3s. So I got a 1 2 pair here, that gives me a 3 7 pair here. Okay, 1 2 4 6 8, right? 8 1, so this is 2 4 6 1 6 2 6 8. Yep. Okay, so with that we have done the corner boxes and the middle box here. I mean to say the box number 2 here. Do we get anything else? I can see a 9 in one of these two cells, so I have a pencil mark of 9 here, pointing of 9. Okay, nine, 1 2 and 6, 1 6 and 9, 2 5 8, 1 5 and 8. 1 2 8 and 9, 2 8 and 9, 1 2 and 8, right? So yeah, so at the start when I actually tried to solve this Sudoku, I got a skyscraper logic here in this Sudoku at the start. So I found this 3 in. So what is a skyscraper logic? I will just brief you that. For a skyscraper logic, if you can see 3 in column 1 can only be in those two cells. I will mark those. 3 in column 9 can only be in those two cells. I will mark those as well with a different color. Now as you can see, in a skyscraper logic, a skyscraper is seen where you have 2 columns or maybe 2 rows, right, which has exactly 2 places for a candidate. The candidate should be same for both the rows and columns, that is 3. So here we have 2 columns where the candidate is 3 and it has exactly 2 places in row 9 and 2 places in row 1, sorry, column 9 and column 1. Now if you see here, for column 1 you have exactly 2 places, for column 9 you have exactly 2 places, but one of the rows will match for both the cells in both the columns. So if you see row 1, you have 3 matching in row 1 for both these columns, but in these rows, I mean to say row 7 and row 9, it doesn't match, right? They are in different rows. At this point the skyscraper logic comes into play. You have to look for these two cells, or you have to look for cells which sees these two different row cells simultaneously, right? So which are nothing but these cells. Not these two cells. This cell sees both the green and the pink cell which are in different rows. Again this cell also sees both the green and the pink cell which are in different rows. They see both of these cells, so which means this cannot be a 3. So if this is a 3, for both of these columns 3 would have to be in row 1. The same thing happens here as well. So if this is a 3, for both of these columns the 3 would have to be in the same row. So which means I could eliminate 3 from this cell and this cell, right? I got a 1 2 1 2 candidate here. That was a really good logic. At the start I thought maybe I got this, now it would be easy, something very okay. I don't need a green and a pink one here, right? Yeah. So after that I thought okay, now the Sudoku should be easy, and like I was stuck for eternity. It was like I am not getting anything. There has to be something that I am missing, but I tried a lot and I could not find anything. So then I asked the author and I got a really good logic. The pattern that the author has found was really amazing. At this point I would highly recommend you, please do try it yourself. Let us know in the comment if you could find us any different logic other than what author has intended, or whatever, if you could find the logic that author had designed in this. I would really love to see the comments for all of these logics, right? So now coming back to the Sudoku here, I knew that something has to be with these two cells, because I was damn sure that has to be something with these two cells. I was even sure that 8 and 9 would have to be here, but I was not sure why, right? I could not find a concrete logic to get that part here, but then I really found out that I was right, that 8 and 9 would have to be here. You cannot get both 1 2 here at this point. Now let us see this part with a different complex logic. I'll explain you with a logic with 3's first. I'll again go back and explain you with some other logic as well. So if you see all the corner boxes, there are exactly very few places for 3, right? Very few places for 3. Now let us assume I have a 3 here, that gives you a 3 here, a 3 here and a 3 here, right? Easy, nothing of complicated here. Now what happens here is, the moment I wrote a 3 here, I get an 8 here, right? Now is there any way possibility that I can have a 9 here? Now there is a very good logic here to get the 9 here, but let me show you what the logic is. Let us assume this is one of the remote pair. I am using a remote pair technique here. This is a green, this 1 2 is a green, so this 1 2 would have to be a pink, right? Again that gives you a green here, okay. No, I missed something here. Yeah, so this is 1 2 again, that gives you a pink here, this is a green here, this is a pink here, right? I have marked all the pinks 1 2 and the green 1 2. So all the greens would have to be the same cells, same digit, and all the pink would have to be same digit. So if green is 1, this would be 2, this would be 1, this would be 2, this would be 1, this would be 2. If you see here, this cell removes, this cell is seeing both the green and the pink simultaneously, which means this cannot be 1 and 2, this would have to be a 9. So we got an 8 here, we got a 9 here, right? I will again go back and do the same thing with the other way 3, right? I get the 3's here now. Same thing would work here. This would have to be a 9 now. This is not a 3, so this would have to be a 9 because of the 1 2 pair. Same thing again plays here is this 1 2, this 1 2, this 1 2, this and this. So this is A, B, A, B, A, B. So you have a A here and a B here, same the green and the pink one. These both are different digits that sees this digit simultaneously. So which this cannot be 1 and 2, this would have to be an 8. Whatever be the case, we get a 8 and a 9 here, whatever be the case for the 3's, right? This is kind of complex to see, right? This is really different complex. There has been a very good discussion regarding this pattern, saying that this pattern will never have 1 2 3 digits. you will need to have different digit in one of the patterns, that is here 8 and 9. You will never have 1, 2, 3 repeated in these 4 corner boxes with this pattern. Now what happens if that's the case? We'll go with some other way to see this logic, right? Let us assume I have a 1 here, that will directly give me a 1 here and a 2 here, right? Because of the 1 2 1 2 pair here. If I get a 1 here, I will have a 1 here. Now this is 2 3, this is 1 3, and this is okay. How did I eliminate a 3 from here? This is also again a 2 3, right? This 2 3 and this 2 3. Now this is amazing. This logic is really amazing, explained to me by Shye. If you see this, let us assume this is a pink 2 3 and this is a green, and this is a pink 2 3. This 2 3 will of course match with one of the other 2 3s, right? Let us assume for now that this is a green 2 3 and this is a pink 2 3. So these two digits are same for now, right? What happens here is this 2 3, if it is same, would have to be here, right? Yeah. So this green 2 3 would have to be here. This pink 2 3 in this box would have to be here, right? So this pink would have to be in this cell if green is in this cell, right? So this would have to be a green cell for the 2 3 and this would have to be a pink cell for the 2 3. You directly break the 9 here. There is only two possibility for the 9 and both are being taken by the 2 3 logic. Now let us assume if this was the pink one, right? This pink was this one first. Let us assume this was the pink one and this is the green one, right? Now what happens? Now if you see here, this pink color would have to be here, this green color also would have to be here. Both 2 and 3 would have to be in the middle cell in this box. So whatever be the case, having a 1 here will actually give you a contradiction with the 2 and 3 in boxes 3 and 7. The same thing it will work for 2. Having a 2 here will give you the same thing. This is a 3. Having a 2 here will give you the same thing with 1 and 3 instead of 2 and 3. This indicates that both 1 and 2 cannot be here and this would have to be an 8. So this kind of pattern is really difficult to see, but I would say this is amazing. This is really amazing. So whatever digit you have here, due to the adjacent box logic, that digit that will have to be repeated here. What for? I mean that if you have a 1 2 3 repeated in this box, this cell, then you will have to have a 1 2 3 repeated in this cell, and that will break the pattern or the Sudoku. So in any case, if there is a pattern of this way, you will never have 1 2 3 repeaters, and that gives you an 8 here and a 9 here. We saw that in both the cases having a 3 and we break the Sudoku that gives only 8 and 9 here, and having a 1 here or a 2 here will always give you an 8 and 9 here. So which means that directly gives you a 2 and 1 here, and this gives you a 9 here. What an amazing piece of logic this is. I would say this is really difficult to get. I will add the link for the pattern that has been explained in one of the forums. I'll add the link for that pattern as well. You should surely see that. You will really enjoy how classic Sudokus are really designed by humans in the way that even computer could not find that. So when I put this Sudoku in the Sudoku wiki solver, it showed me some extreme strategies, and the toughness was 300 plus. There are some chains and all the other things, but the moment you get an 8 and 9 here using the author's intended solve path, you directly solve this Sudoku so easily. I get a 2, this cannot be a 6, this cannot be, this is a 1, so 1 cannot be in any of these cells. Okay, this cannot be a 2, this cannot be a 2, so this is an 8. That gives you, okay, no, 6 is not here, but this would have to be a 2, and I remove 2 from these cells. This is not a 2. You have a 4 6, so this would have to be a 1. This is not a 3. I removed 3 because of the skyscraper logic here. This is not a 1 here. So here 1 2 3 triplet here, so which means 8 and 9 would have to be here. This cell cannot be an 8, neither then this cell can be an 8, right. I again have a 1 2 3 triplet here, so which means here would have to be 7 and 8 in any order. Again 1 2 3 triplet here, so which means this cell would have to be a 5. That gives you a 5 here, 1 2 3 2 1 3 1, right. Amazing. That gives you a 3 here, 1 2 and a 1, and that gives you 3 and a 2 here. As you can see, after that the Sudoku was so easy to solve. 1 and 9 gone from this cell, so this would have to be 6 and a 2 here. This would have to be a 5. So this is 1, this is nothing but 4 and 7 in any order. This is a 3 here, that gives you a 7 and a 3, 2 4 and a 6, right. So this is 2 4 and a 6, that gives you 7 and a 4, that gives you 8 and a 7. Okay, that gives you 8 here, 7 and 6 in any order. Okay, so this is 7 and 6, 7, 6 and 7, 6, 4 and a 6, and that gives you a 4. Wow, what an amazing piece of puzzle. This was really amazing Sudoku. It was really tough, but seeing that pattern was really difficult. I would say it was one of the trickiest Sudoku that I have ever solved. The pattern is still really, very confusing for me to, grasp the pattern here. But I still understood what the author has actually intended here, and hats off to Shye for such a wonderful Sudoku. So I hope you enjoyed this Sudoku. Do like and comment if you want us to solve any other Sudoku variant or a puzzle genre, and please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you.